Hey guys, I am starting this video today with a product collaboration. Now I do want to say that not all of my collaborations are product collaborations. Sometimes they're YouTube collaborations where I am collaborating with another YouTube creator or multiple YouTube creators. So just because I say that it's a collaboration does not mean that it's, you know, something that someone is selling. In fact, I'm doing a very exciting collaboration with a lovely lady later on this week. So stay tuned for that. There we go. So I do want to talk about this because Christmas is coming soon and we're going to be decorating. At least a lot of people decorate. Not everybody does, and that's completely understandable. That's just fine. And some people are against it, some people are for it. You know, to each his own. We decorate and we don't judge those who don't, and we don't judge those who don't decorate much. We don't judge those who decorate a ton. So it's just non-judgmental area. Anyways, March Power contacted me, and I will have a link down below for this if you guys are interested. They contacted me about their star lights, and I'm gonna open it up. I have not opened the package yet. I'm gonna kind of get away from the camera. Maybe it won't be so loud. I should have opened this part already because I never have a good time with these. It's never easy. But anyways, they contacted me about their Star and Elk LED window lights. I think they beat up the box a little bit with Amazon. Anyway, they're warm white, ultra bright, indoor outdoor lights. There's 94 LED lights in here. And it's got a 6-pack of little hooks. Maybe you can see that. I don't know if it's showing very well. I'm just gonna take it out anyway. So you know, I love deer and all the animals. So in fact, the other night, that's not us. It's the fire radio. It's a rescue. Not us. We don't have rescue. We're only fire department. Anyways, the other night whenever we came home from a rescue call, from a fire call, it was an automobile accident, there were 2 deer standing in our front yard. Anyway, I'm gonna take these out. All right, there's nothing else in the pack. So it says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year on there. It's so cute. Let's see. They are 16.5 feet long. Let me get to the English part so I can read it. The power cord is 16.4 feet long. The stars are 6.7 inches. They are waterproof. They're indoor outdoor. And they work in temperatures from 14 degrees to 122 degrees. So you're pretty good year-round to have them out if you want them. Quite honestly, I don't feel like they have to be a Christmas thing, even though they are stars. And does it look like somebody opened this before and put it back together? It kind of does look like they sent me one that someone had sent back. Because these do not look like they're professionally. No, that's not professionally done. That's not like a factory did that. Let's just hope they work. I'm gonna show them to you anyway, and we're gonna learn together. But I was a little bit iffy about the box. Anyway, let me see about this other stuff, see if I can find anything else to tell you about it. Is that all that is? No, it just tells you this stuff. That part. It doesn't tell you anything about this stuff. It has 8 flash modes. Combination, in-wave, sequential, slow glow, chasing or flash, slow fade, twinkle, flash, or steadily on. It has a timer function where you can use the button on the adapter, this button here. There's a little button right there. Let's see. That y'all can probably hear it. That button You press, short press to choose mode, long press 3 seconds until the green light's on. When timer is activated, the icicle light will be on for 6 hours on, 18 hours off automatically if you keep them that way. There's a memory function. The power supply has a memory function. After the power is turned off and the power is restored, it will restore the previous state. So like say you lose power, it will restore itself because it has a memory function. Now this unscrews from this. I guess it's probably got, yeah, it hooks together. Like, I don't know why I'm showing you this, but I am. Anyway, that goes there, and it's got a little seal on it so that that is now waterproof. So it should be able to be outside with no problems. I hope that this was not a return that they sent me. I really hope it wasn't, but everything points to that because of the way it's put together. I don't know though. Maybe not. I don't know. These are pretty put together right, so let's not fret. Let's not worry. Let's hope they work because they're so cute. I'm going to try to get these apart so I can show you just the one, and then I'm going to try to probably just lay them across my sofa and plug them up and show you what they look like because I'm not going to hang them today. But that's what the deer star looks like. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. It's like as big as my face. But it has 5 of these on here. And they're so cute. I love that. Like I said, with us, we could leave them up all year long. And these are the little, they have like a sticky. You peel it off. And it's got like a sticky backing. But these are the little doodads, the hangers, which seem pretty good. I don't know if Jeff will use those or not because of the way we'll hang them. I don't know if we're going to hang them inside or outside. Since they can be hung outside, we might do that. But I kind of want to hang them across the mantle at Christmas time, because I think that will be cute. We'll have a lot of extra wire. Let's see, how far is it between each deer? Oh dear. Y'all knew I was gonna say that, right? I mean, that's just who I am. Okay, so while I was dealing with that spam call, which I didn't answer it, I decided I would go ahead and take the opportunity to show y'all this. So the way it works, I turned it on. It has little loops up here, and I don't have it laid out exactly, and then each one of these strands has lights that go down, and then it's got the deer that's lit up, and there's 5 deer, and it does not light up anywhere but the strand where the deer is. So each one of those, that's why I was thinking if I put it on my mantle it will be really cute, hanging down over there. We'll see. Who knows what might happen. But they have each one of the deer, if I can pick this up, each one of them, each spot has its own little hook thing. And I know this is not the most aesthetically pleasing way to do this. And that pillow is upside down. See the zipper? How did I do that? I don't know. But anyway, there's that. And I have it plugged way over there under the bar. And I still have a bunch of the wire here because, like I said, it's 16.4 feet, which is quite a long way. But I think they're really cute. I wish that there was a way I could just show you how they look hanging. But y'all, I don't know how to do that with just me here. But they're really cute. They seem well made. And I just love the deer. Y'all know I do. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show you one. I need to vacuum my couch. Okay, a lot of people were sitting on it yesterday. Anyway, that's what it looks like on a dark background. Maybe if I turn this light off. Well, the outside light's on. In other words, the sun's out. I do have the door open. So let's close that. There's the outside world. So beautiful. So beautiful. Except that big pile of stuff, but that's okay. All right, this is as dark as I can get it in here, but that's what it looks like. It's so cute. I think they're adorable. And like I said, I don't really think you gotta hang them up only at Christmas. I think you can hang up whatever you want. But you know us, we have deer just hanging out amongst the gnome dudes, you know. We got eagles hanging out and cows and chickens up there. So y'all know us and animals, we love them. But anyway, those are the lights. If you want to check them out, I will leave the link below. Do not feel pressured. This is just to show you something that I thought was cool, that I thought I might share with you. Thankfully, they work. It was not a return. It's just my own brain telling me crazy things. So, let's move on to whatever else I'm doing today, which is, I don't know what, other than getting that fired up so I can start editing on 2 computers because my desktop is already going with one. Hey guys, this part of the video is filmed on a different day than what the other part was because I had planned on sharing more with you guys yesterday, but I needed Jeff's help, and it ended up before Jeff got home that Noah needed his help too, but what Noah needed it for was a lot more important than me. What I needed, because I just wanted to rearrange our bedroom and get that stuff done. What Noah needed was something that helps the whole family, not just me and Jeff. So I'll just tell you a little bit about it so it doesn't sound like I'm being vague, because I'm definitely not trying to be vague. But you guys know, if you've been watching, that Noah's been having problems with his lawnmower. Now this lawnmower is one that Jeff and I bought brand new from Sears when Sears was still a thing. When it was like, I don't know, in 2007, 2008, I don't know, it was a long time ago, years. And after we had moved to the other house, rats or squirrels or something had gotten in and eaten up the wiring harness, some hoses, and I don't know what else. They had ruined the lawnmower over a winter break, like when you didn't cut grass. So Jeff was like, well, we need to fix it, and he never took time to fix it. We were using the push mowers, everything was fine, the grass was getting cut. We had a very small lawn then, very small yard. So Jeff just never took the time to do anything with it. Well, then Noah asked, hey, can I see if I can fix that? Because he just likes to work on things. He likes to, you know, make things work that don't, if he can. So we were like, we don't care, we're just gonna get rid of it anyway. If you want to try to see if you can fix it, go ahead. Well, he fixed it, got it running, everything was doing great. He's used it several times here. Well, this was okay, he used it at the other house before we moved, and then he's used it here since we moved, which is a much bigger yard. But then the last time he had used it, something had broken on it, and I had told you guys about that. And he had gotten the yard almost completely finished. It was fine. Ollie, you know, it was just a little bit in the very back that was not finished. So we were like, well, it's okay. It's going to be cold soon. We're not going to have to worry about that. It's fine. I didn't even understand why they were cutting back that far anyway. So, that happened. Well, yesterday, well, no. Noah has been working on it and trying to get it working again, but the bolts, because it's so old, keep breaking on him. So yesterday, him and his dad, they, Jeff and Noah, took that tap and die set that I had shown you in the Aldi haul that day. They took that and were getting the bolts out. So that was more important to me than what I wanted to do. So they did that. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to catch up on editing and uploading my planner videos to my planner channel. I got them all done. They are not the way I normally would do it, because they are not, like, I uploaded several each day, and they're not, of course, on time like I normally would do it, but they at least got up, and now I'm back to where I can start doing it the proper way that my proper way. And I also got caught up on editing these videos for this channel. I am now up to date with that, and that makes me so happy. I sat with my laptop sitting here. I sat on the couch yesterday and just edited. And we were having leftovers for supper, so that and laundry is all I did. I washed clothes, folded clothes, and then I'd go back and forth, and of course I cleaned the kitchen too. I didn't turn the dishwasher on last night because I forgot, and it's going right now. So now I'm sitting with my morning coffee, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some other things that I've been thinking about that you might want to know, and some of them I told you I was going to tell you. The first one is, you guys know that Jeff, Noah, and myself did 98% of the work on this mobile home. My brother-in-law came and helped one time working on one part in the kitchen, and Kaylee did some things. We're not going to discount Kaylee's work because she did some things. She helped me with some things, so we're not going to discount her just because she's a child. But I think that's the only people that helped actually work on the trailer, like the construction part. And we had people help us move it over here, and we also had my sister-in-law, my sister and her husband, the husband that helped, my brother-in-law that helped with the floor and the kitchen stuff. They helped us move, and my mother-in-law helped pack some things. They helped us actually move. So I'm not going to discount anybody's help that I received. I'm trying not to forget anyone. But we had a lot of help on that. Mostly it was Stanley and Herman, and that was not the three of us. Okay. And I told you guys that I was going to tell you as close as I possibly can how much we have spent to get it to the point it is at right now. Now, we do have some materials left. We've got caulk, because we still have to caulk some things on the inside. So we've got caulk. We've got some molding and trim that we've already purchased. So that is included in this price, or this amount of money that I'm about to tell you about. But I want to tell you about the amount of money we spent on purchasing and remodeling this mobile home. And I want to refresh you a little bit on what we did. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to clear my throat. In the mornings, my throat is weird. I'll talk to you more about that hopefully soon, if I don't forget. Well, let me just go ahead and tell you, since we've moved, my allergies don't seem as bad, and Noah's don't either. There we go. All right. So I'm going to refresh you a little bit on what all we did. Okay, so there was no ceiling problems, so we didn't do anything to the ceiling, but the roof we did cool seal, or whatever you want to call that stuff. I've always heard it called cool seal, which that's the way it's spelled, K-O-O-L-S-E-A-L. But some people call it other things, but it's just putting a finish on the roof so it will not leak and things like that. It's like waterproofing stuff for mobile homes. We did that. Like I said, nothing went wrong with the ceilings. We had a few places in the floor, one in Noah's room, one in the kitchen, a pretty big one in the kitchen, and one right at the back door that we had to replace part of the floor. There were places in certain spots. Oh, also in the pantry, there was a spot too in the floor. The kitchen and pantry, all of that was right there together. There were places in the floor parts where the floor joists had to be repaired, so we did that. There were places, a few, like not many, where the 2x4s were messed up in the walls where those places were. Fixed that. We replaced every single light in the house and every single light switch, every single plug or outlet, whatever you want to call it. We redid all of those. Every light outside, which is the front and back light, the door at the door. We put new steps on the front, new porch with a cover. It's got the whole everything on the back. It's, I think, a 10 by 12 foot porch. We fenced in an area for our girls. That is part of mobile home renovation in my eyes, because we have to have a safe place for our girls. We replaced the front and back door, and we also put a storm door on the front. We didn't put a storm door on the back. It opens out, the door does, and also it has a porch over it, so really weren't worried about that. We did put an awning on the front to try to keep water out. It didn't work very well, so which is good for shade, so we're not gonna complain. Let's see, what else did we do? We replaced all of the sinks, all of the water, the pipes, all the pipes, from one end to the other, from our bathroom to Noah's bathroom, all the pipes, the kitchen, everything. We replaced, let's see, what else did we replace? We replaced the lower kitchen cabinets because they were a wreck. Anyway, so we replaced all the pipes, all the faucets, like the pipes under the house, the pipes going from the water meter to the house, and the pipes, going up to the sinks and all the things. All the faucets, all the sinks, I already said that. The vent hood, we replaced that. We painted everything you see painted. We did this molding stuff here, and all of those kinds of things. We redid the fireplace. We did this on the bottom here. We did Noah's room with something similar to that, the wainscoting. Let's see. We did all the floors, all the vent covers, except the return duct. It was fine. Nothing at all wrong with it, other than it's super heavy and it fell on my thumb the other night and it hurt. Let's see. All the light fixtures, did I say that? Yes, I did. Everything. And we do have already, we've purchased it, but we have not done it yet. We've got the screen and the stuff you need to replace the screen for all the windows. I hope we have enough. If not, we'll just have to get some more. I think we redid everything just about. And I do have that playlist, Getting Out of Debt, with all of that stuff. It's like everything was replaced that we could replace. And we did have to put in a plug for the dryer and the stove. The stove that was in here was gas, and we replaced that. So I think that's everything. We did not have to replace the air conditioner, thankfully, and we did not have to replace the hot water heater, thankfully. Those were things we didn't have to do, but we did like molding and all the trim work and just all kinds of things. So we initially purchased the mobile home for $3,500. I'm almost positive you could not have gotten one for that price in the shape this one was in, which there were some things that were worse than we thought, but that's okay. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, Carpet hides a lot of things, but I don't think you could get one nowadays for that price that was in this good of shape, as good a shape as it was in. It has the double pane windows, which, I'll talk about that later. It has that, and it's a nice built one, as for a mobile home. So we paid $3,500 for it, and then for all that we did to it, and you've got to, sorry, mornings. You got to remember that we also had some of the material already, not a lot, but we had some of the material already. We had all of the tools we needed to do things. We did have to buy a couple of saw blades and things, but I mean like the actual major tool. We had all the tools, and Jeff had all the knowledge that I didn't have. I had knowledge, and Noah was learning through the whole entire process to do all of this. And the amount we spent was $13,320.94, as close as we could get it. I did, every single time we purchased something, I wrote it down. At least I think I did. There are a couple of times in here where it's miscellaneous, that we might have gotten something that was maybe a cleaning product or something that wasn't necessarily for this house, but that's as close as we could get. So the total amount we spent on this house so far is $16,820.94, not counting the shed. I'm not counting the shed in that. The shed was a brand new thing. It was a whole different purchase. Not even going to count that. But that is everything. So we spent $16,820.94 on our home. It is paid for. We don't owe anything on it. And that was the goal. Now we still do have to sell the other one, but that's a whole different story. So we are going to be doing some more things. You probably look around when I'm walking through or different things, and you're like, wait a minute, where's the trim around the doors? If you're new, we didn't put that on yet because that was not something we had to have to move in, and that's just like for looks or whatever mainly. I mean, yes, it does have a purpose. I promise you, molding has a purpose to keep bugs and other things out, but it wasn't something that was going to stop us from moving in. There won't be furniture in front of it, so we were like, let's just go ahead and move in and do that stuff later. So the front and back door, we still need to paint those. We need to put the molding around all the doors except, I think, the pantry. I think that's the only one that has the molding. We need to go through and touch up places where the stain is. Let's see, I'm gonna take a swallow of water. I'm sorry. I don't want to turn the camera on and off, but my throat is just, it's the way it is in the morning. We need to put the cabinet doors on all the kitchen cabinets that we're going to use doors. There's a couple of spots that never had doors, that we're not going to put them there. But we need to do the doors. We need to do the doors in our bathroom. We need to finish the butcher block thing that we're doing over here. Let's see. I think that might be all the inside things. Mostly like just some molding and doors and some touch-up that we need to do throughout the house. And of course, we need to finish putting our, well, this room is done with all the decorations, all the decor stuff. But like our bedroom, we don't have anything up. We don't have anything up in the hallway. We don't have anything up. Well, that little hall we do, but the big hallway we don't. We don't have anything up in the bathroom, bedroom, neither bedroom. And we don't have anything up in the office. No, I think Noah's room is done. The living room, kitchen, it's like all the decor is done. But the bedroom and office are just definitely not. And there's no room in the pantry to put any sort of decor at all. So my aprons are the decor. But that's what we have to do for the inside, as far as I know. I could be wrong. And y'all will be seeing those things. We're not done showing you what we're doing. The outside, let's talk about the windows, because I said I was going to talk about those. eventually, one day, after we move the mobile home to our property, and let me go ahead and tell you about that before I go any further, because I know that some of you may be new, you don't understand, hey, it's already on property, what are you doing, why are you gonna move it again? Whenever we purchased the mobile home, or before we ever even purchased it, we had purchased land. It's about a mile down the road, and our sister-in-law, well, not our sister-in-law, Jeff's sister, my sister-in-law, well, let's just say our sister, her and her husband said, you can move a trailer over there on our land. It's already got a septic tank, light pole, a water meter. All you got to do is, you know, well, it didn't have a light pole, but we put one up, but you know, it had everything ready to live there. Our land is nothing. It's just land. Nobody ever lived there before. It was used as a cornfield and I think peanuts. I don't know what all they've grown there, but anyways, it's just a field and a wooded area. So our property is going to cost probably another $10,000 to $15,000 just to get it livable, because like septic is like $4,000 to $6,000. A well is about $10,000. Maybe it's going to cost more than I said. I don't know. Anyway, it's going to cost quite a bit to get that done. So they said, so it'll be faster. Why don't you go ahead and just move the trailer over there? And we're like, well, we don't even have a trailer yet. Well, get you one. They said, just get you one and move it over there. So they told us to move it here on their property, which they live right across, and that's their pond and things in front of me, which is a beautiful sight. But they told us to move, they gave us permission to move it here and live here until we get our property ready to live there. So we will be moving this mobile home one more time, and that will be it. Never again. But after we move the mobile home there, we plan to most likely replace all the windows with a better grade of window, which these are fine, but we would like to replace all the windows. These don't leak, they don't have any issues, they function properly, but we would like to have just one window instead of two. That's one thing. And also these are more flimsy because they're mobile home windows, so we would just like to do that. So replace the windows, all on the outside, do some sort of siding, a wooden siding, and change the skirting at that time to something different other than the plastic stuff. We are also, which I totally skipped this part, this will probably be before anything else, put a roof that like a tin roof all the way over it, but that comes down in the front and back to have like a porch on both sides. Now on the back side, we may not do just a porch, we may do like a porch on most of it, but like have like a little carport or something like a carport area, so that we can pull our vehicle in and be out of the rain if it's raining, or keep the vehicle kind of cooler so that the sun won't be on it, you know, because it'll be under a covered porch. So we plan on doing that. We'll do the porch, the siding, the windows. I think that's really all we're gonna do to the mobile home. Again, there's a lot of little bits and pieces I'm sure that will have to happen, but I don't know what they are. But I wanted to talk to you guys about that because I have not talked to you. So for less than $20,000, we have a home. So far, $20,000 so far. I lost my page. It's actually, yeah, less than $20,000, $16,820.94. Let's just say that. I don't want to get technical and weird. So I don't think, I know not everyone can do what we did, because one, we got a lot of sales, we found a lot of deals at Bucks and things like that, we already had things, and we already had the skills to do the things. And I'm not saying everyone could do this, but if you can, I would definitely recommend either finding a way to pay off what you already have, or find a way, if you can move or something, to get out of debt, you know, because debt is a monster. You just keep paying someone else all this interest, and it's like, oh my goodness, when am I ever going to get paid off? I've been paying for years and years and years, and I'm never going to get paid off. Actually, the amount we spent, the amount we've paid on the house, I do believe the house that we've got to sell. We don't have to sell it, but we're going to sell it. We don't want it anymore. But anyway, that house, I want to say the amount we've actually paid for, you know, paid into the bank or to the mortgage company, is about 3/4 of the amount. And we've only had it 12 years, and it's a 30-year loan. But all the interest and things, that we're paying double what the asking price was, if that makes sense. That's how it goes, though. We knew that going into it, and we knew that one day we were going to move again. We knew we didn't want to stay in the city forever, because we're not from the city. Actually, my husband is, well, he was born in North Carolina, then he lived in Texas, but he was raised mostly here, where we're at now. So this is home to both of us. This is where we brought our children home from the hospital, and they lived, Selena's first year of life was here, not like at this exact location, but y'all get it. This is the place that feels like home. I also wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about some things from living here so far for the month. Things that bother me and things that don't. Let's go ahead with the things that bother me. The thing that bothers me most about living here so far is 5 days after we moved, I paid for garbage pickup, and the day I am filming this, come on, work, is the 8th. I paid on the 5th. So a month and 3 days, and we still have no garbage can. And yesterday I got the new bill. I'm like, what? So I called them, and they said as soon as I get the garbage can to call them, and they will prorate it from 10 days after the day I paid for it in the beginning. And I said, hold on, I paid for it in September, but I did not have a can in September, and you want me to pay for September? I said, no, I'm not going to pay for services that were not rendered. I'm not going to do that. It's ridiculous. So we have not had a garbage can. That has bugged me greatly, because I paid for it, I did my part, and they still haven't brought it. Otherwise, all the other services are great. The internet, which is Starlink, and I'm going to leave a link for that down below if you guys want to check it out. And they are having some sales in some places where that it's cheaper, but the internet is really good rural internet. I mean, Noah can game. He can play on the computer. I can be uploading a video, streaming something on TV, on like Netflix or whatever, and he can be playing a game all at the same time with no problems. It's good. It's really good. We have not had any problems with Starlink, so I will leave that link. I'm just going to link it to my link tree and have it on there from now on, because I really do like it. But we've had no problems with any of our other services, the water or the electric. It's just the garbage pickup. It's wild. And when I called them, I was like, I'm not paying for something I didn't even get. I mean, I said, you wouldn't go to Walmart and pay for a TV and then leave without it, would you? no, you would leave with the TV. You're not going to pay for something you're not taking home, you know? And it's wild. So, now, the thing is, we have had it okay so far up until Sunday. My sister-in-law, Jeff's sister, her and her husband had a business, which they have now closed that business, where they did deer processing, and they had a dumpster. So the contract wasn't up, and it actually just the contract was over in October. So we had a dumpster we could put our trash in. So that was fine. We weren't really concerned about it because we could take our trash there. Well, now we have nowhere because their dumpster's gone. And wow, okay, calm down. So we haven't really had a problem with our trash. It's not like piling up in the backyard or anything, because it's not piling up anywhere. But now we don't even have the dumpster. So Jeff said we'll just have to take it back to the old house because we still pay for trash there. And we're not using the trash service there, so we may as well, you know. We're paying, it's still our house. It's just not the same location. And I don't see anything wrong with it. It's we're paying the bill. And it's just regular waste, you know, that household waste, which is not that much. For a family of 3, we don't have a lot of waste that, you know, we don't take the trash out. Like, we don't use a lot of trash. Let's say it that way. We don't have a lot of trash. But anyway, so far that's the only thing that has bothered me about living here. Nothing else bothers me. It's quiet. I'm going to tell you about the good things. It's quiet. It's peaceful. We're resting better. We're sleeping better. The house, the only problems I really have is I don't know how to set up the living room, but that is the same problem I had at the other house too. And the one before too. So I guess that's just a problem I'm going to always have. But anyway, it's okay though. That's not really a problem. That's just a whatever. But it's peaceful here. Nobody bothers us. I mean, yes, we've had cows in the yard, but they're just cows. As long as they don't mess with, you know, the house or a car or, you know, anything like that, I don't care, you know. It's like whatever. One other thing that I don't love, but I can't say it really bothers me, is we don't have the water in the refrigerator hooked up yet, and we don't have our reverse osmosis here. That is something else I want to talk to y'all about. So we don't have ice in the freezer, you know. We have to do the ice trays. And it doesn't bother me to fill ice trays and empty them and stuff like that. But when I'm putting ice into this, and I have to touch ice because of my sensory issues or whatever the situation is, whenever cold stuff touches my hands, it hurts. So that bothers me, but that's the only thing. I mean, otherwise I'm good. Everything's great here. I mean, I don't like that Jeff has to drive an extra 30 minutes to work and 30 minutes home, but he's okay with it. So all that's good. It's just nice. We're not far from town. I mean, I don't love the prices at the grocery stores here, but I'm finding that if you find the sales and things, it'll be fine. And Jeff and I have discussed ways we can do things like I was talking about before, buy a big amount at the first of the month somewhere else, like at Sam's, or go to Walmart or whatever. There are ways around all this stuff, so it's gonna be fine. But the reverse osmosis, we have not brought it down yet because, quite honestly, we're thinking about leaving it at the other house, because I did not know this at the time. All I knew is the research I had done And this is why you should research. The research I had done, everything said reverse osmosis was better than other things because it got the chlorine out, it got the fluoride out, it got all the chemicals, the antibiotics, and all of the metals like lead and all that stuff out of your water. So I thought this will be a great system. But it turns out while it's getting all of those things out of your water, it is also taking out all of the healthy minerals. Now you can get reverse osmosis systems that have a remineralization filter in them that puts the minerals back, but I didn't get that one. That's not the one we purchased. If we had known, we would have changed it. But we did notice whenever we moved here, at first we didn't have bottled water much and things like that. We noticed that the tea was different, which the water here, like up there, you can smell the chlorine. Like it smells like Clorox. And here it doesn't. It smells like water. So, and they don't put as much of that chemical stuff in, I don't think. It doesn't seem like it anyway. But I guess in a city, the treatment process is totally different because there's more people, I guess. And also, by the time it gets here from wherever it comes from, it's probably a lot of that. I don't know if it dissipates or what. I don't know. Anyways, we noticed that the water here, which I'm still drinking bottled water and things like that, but whenever we made tea and stuff, it was different. It was more like the way we used to make it, and it was better. And I don't know, I think that the reverse osmosis has stripped so many minerals out that the good for you stuff wasn't in there, and it's not even going to hydrate you properly if you don't have the minerals. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I don't know. I know what we're going to try, and we can still get the reverse osmosis system if we want to, but then again, it might be a good selling point, you know, so we might leave it there. Jeff and I are still talking about that, so we'll figure it out, and we'll share whenever we decide what we're doing. Because there's some things we have not decided yet. Did I say we haven't painted the front and back door? We still need to do that. There's things we need to do. But it's been great living here. It's been peaceful. It's been nice. I just have to get myself on a better schedule. But now that things are more settled in the house, like things are more organized, I feel more organized in my brain that I'm going to be able to do that. So I guess that's all I have for today. I will see you again tomorrow, probably in the same clothes. Thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're doing, or how you're doing. Not what you're, well, let me know what you're doing if you want to. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. If you have a prayer request, you can ask. You can put that in the comment section as well. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.